from the station that's working for you. You're watching Fox 4 News at 9.
New tonight, we're getting a look at Overland Park police body camera footage of protests from Friday night.
Now, 4 people arrested. The protest began peacefully on the corner of Johnson County Community College. That's Quivira and College. About 30 protesters walking south on Quivira. In the video that is just out tonight, they went into a residential area, and that's when things got tense. Overland Park police began arresting protesters who would not leave the street and get on sidewalks. During that arrest, one officer was hurt, suffering a cut knee. Officers were in regular uniforms, but with riot gear to aid in communication.
His laughter, our conversations, just him in general.
Everything a Metro family will miss about their teen brother taken too soon. Tonight, a family of the 19-year-old who drowned in Indian Creek shares a warning about playing near the water. I'm John Holt.
I'm Lauren Halifax. Fox 4's Reagan Porter's live near 103rd and State Line Road. She's been following this story since the rescue crews started searching for him last night. Reagan?
We're told the teen fell in while attempting to take a picture. It happened just past those trees near where the rocks are and the water spills over. You can see the power in the water. His body found some 75 yards down the creek. It was a search spanning 16 hours, ending in heartache. Just before 4 Monday afternoon, Water Patrol finds something, but it's not good news. They need you. Family runs to the shore to see first responders pull out the body of 19-year-old Travion McAfee.
It's hard to imagine him not being with us.
His sister says McAfee was with friends Sunday night. They went down to the rocks in Indian Creek to take a picture like this one, something McAfee's boyfriend says isn't unlike him. But this time he was told McAfee slipped and fell.
And they say that the current pushed him in.
The current was too strong.
One of the girls jumped in and tried to save him, and she had his head, and then another current came and took him again.
This 19-year-old swept away from friends and family far too soon.
But he was a good kid, and he came from a family of love. They taught him love, you know. So I know God got this overall.
Trey was studying the arts at Penn Valley Community College.
His nonstop dancing and singing, he definitely was not afraid to talk. He was not afraid to be himself or to be outgoing. And he would definitely give the shirt off his back if he found someone in need.
Trey's cousin remembers the loving texts he would send out of the blue.
He'll text me out of nowhere and just say, "Quita," just my name. And I'll be like, "What's going on?" And he'll say, "Nothing, I just miss you." So that's what I'm gonna miss.
This family urges others to take seriously the dangers of playing or taking pictures near water, whether it looks like the current is rapidly moving or not. McAfee's sister tells me there was a moment right here last night when she knew her brother's tragic ending could help others. I'm piecing that important message together now, and we'll have more to share coming up tonight at 10. Reagan Porter, Fox 4 News.
Your ability to patronize certain Kansas City businesses might get more difficult in the coming weeks as COVID-19 keeps spreading. Mayor Quentin Lucas spoke with Dr. Deborah Birx of the White House Coronavirus Task Force today on the next steps that Kansas City should take. Those recommendations of hers included shutting down bars or at least making last call at 10 p.m. Restaurant capacity could be limited to 25. Birx recommends mandatory masks in public, which many parts of the metro have already instituted.
Meantime, if Kansas doesn't see positive news in the coronavirus fight in the coming weeks, could mean a recommended return to shutdowns in the Sunflower State, too. That's the message from Kansas Governor Laura Kelly. The governor says she's considering pushing the state back to phase 2 of the reopening. That means if counties go along with the recommendations, bars would shut down again, public gatherings capped at 15.
People have really gotten a little bit apathetic about maintaining social distance and avoiding mass gatherings, and from that we're seeing a huge spike. We're seeing it here in Kansas, and we're seeing it all across the country.
However, following a compromise with lawmakers at the end of the last session, a new state law allows for individual counties to set their own rules and opt out of these executive orders.
Wyandotte County has already decided that nobody is getting into school buildings before Labor Day. The Wyandotte County Health Department issued an order. No in-person learning takes place before Labor Day. That covers KCK, Turner, Piper, and Bonner Springs Edwardsville schools. Now, tonight, Shawnee Mission School Board members voted to change the school calendar to reflect a September 8th start date. The last day of school will be no earlier than June 4th. Kansas recommended delaying schools until after Labor Day, but it is up to the local districts.
5 minutes right now past 9 o'clock. I wanted to show you a couple of perspectives from our tower cameras. This one down towards Olathe. Notice all the clouds as the sun now has set just about a half hour ago. Meanwhile, here in Kansas City from our tower cam, we're looking to the west and skies have cleared out rather nicely. We've got a nice little clearing trend moving through the metro. It'll take a little while for it to move from the north to the south, but eventually skies tonight are going to clear out. Pollen count for today low, mold count is high. Skycast for tomorrow looking pretty good. Our temperature is starting to drop. It's not terrible outside. It's actually okay from a temperature standpoint, but the humidity is still high, so it still kind of feels muggy out there. We're in the 70s right now, and by daybreak we should drop down to about 67 degrees. Could have some fog. First thing tomorrow morning, temperatures should warm up to near 70 as we kick off our Tuesday morning. John.
Joe, thanks. A single mother who gave her lottery prize winnings to a Kansas City police officer shot in the line of duty, paid it forward. Now she's getting paid back in a big way. Shatara Sims won $100 on a lottery ticket. Her daughter, Rakaya, suggested they donate it to the Kansas City police officer critically wounded after being shot July 2nd. When the department learned that Shatara had recently lost her job during the COVID-19 pandemic, it set up a GoFundMe page for her. Donors have now raised more than $148,000. How does she feel about these donations?
Ecstatic, because now I can probably buy me a house, and then when I fall into the situation again, I don't have to worry about being evicted.
That officer has since left Truman Medical Center. He's in Colorado undergoing rehabilitation. Hundreds of faces in the stands to help with a pandemic.
The Royals say they've raised $14,000 toward COVID-19 relief through those plastic cutouts of fans that'll go inside the K. Fox 4's Russell Colburn spoke with a fan who just got to see his cutout.
He was excited to see it, and of course the stadium is empty right now, but tomorrow they'll start putting in those cutouts ahead of Friday's home opener. Plastic fan cutouts coming to Kaufman. This is about what it will look like when Jeremy Danners is placed in the stands. He's a member of the fan group The Keep at Kaufman Stadium. For $40, a season ticket holder could get one of these, $20 for the team to make it, and $20 toward that charity to help with food insecurity during this pandemic. The team didn't keep a penny and says it will be giving $14,000 to those who need it most. Danner says he's excited to see his face in the stadium and hopes it gets smacked with a foul ball.
Why wouldn't you want to have a cutout of yourself at the stadium? If I can't be at the K, I think this is probably the next best thing I'm going to get.
Looped, shallow center.
It's kind of the best of both worlds where people are going to get to see themselves on TV and they also know that they've helped in this cause.
And it's lined to right field. That'll score a run, and Garcia will keep on running.
In addition to Danner, and hundreds of fans will also have dignitaries here. That part of the story coming up at 10. Russell Colburn, Fox 4 News.
Strange sightings in the mail. A new warning tonight from Missouri over bags of seeds.
And the one thing Chiefs veterans will be going through starting tomorrow before they can practice. This is Fox 4 News at 5.